So, for an example, so right now, I'm basically running out of not food but drinks, and I have to sleep. So, drinks is super easy. If I can find an actual drink that is not alcohol, I just realized that maybe it's going to be my thing. Maybe that's going to be my issue. Oh, there we go. See? So, drink that. That's soda water too. So see, like my drinking is almost filled out now. So I can just sleep for like 6 hours. My sleep is filled. Drink one more drink and one more food, and we're good to go. Maybe 2 food, depending on what I eat. So let's just eat 3 of these. Let's drink 1 of these. There we go. We're full. Yay! And I carry so many other things that like it's not going to be a problem. Now, finding drinks seems to be a lot harder than finding food, it seems, for some reason. But at the same time, like it could very well that I just go to a vending machine. Vending machines are so abundant. And unlike Fallout, enemies, merchants don't seem to carry a specific quantity of items, it seems. It seems like they're just carrying a lot of stuff. And there's so many different vendors, plus vending machines, that even if the enemies, even if the vendors were carrying very limited amount of stuff, I could still very well just murder the shit out of them. That's a bit much. I would argue that's a bit too much, the zoom in that weapon that I put on. Now, I wish you could just remove mods. You can, but it needs to be like at one of those tables. Yeah, that zoom in is too much. Shouldn't be on this gun. Like on a long rifle, maybe. On this gun, not so much. Or remove it. I don't like it.
Not today. Just helping this lady.
Let's go in. Let's find Parvati's home. Let's remove the mod on that gun because it's too much. Titus Androidicus. Okay. Where's her house again? Oh, there it is. Maintenance division.
Nothing but salt tuna.
Yep, we're good. Modify? Yeah, modify. How do you remove stuff? Can you not remove things? Uh-oh. You can't. Unless you want to break down the thing. Okay, well that was a mistake then. I'll have to shoot from the hip. Until I find maybe if I find like another like scopy thing, I can just remove that one for another one. Maybe one of the vending machines sell that stuff. If I can just find a vending machine again. Oh, general store. There we go.
If you're falling sick, I don't want.
Okay, you can't climb up there. Almost feels like you can, but you can't. No. This. Oh, God. You're in the way, dude.
I'm going.
I like that, though. I gotta say. I think they put that thing there on purpose so you can actually jump like I want to do. Are you following me?
Not gonna work. On my way.
Oh, okay. So if you just press, it does the thing. X still doesn't do anything. I don't know what X is for.
It's not the best choice. It's
Yeah, that's fine.
music to my ear.
Do you sell mods for... They don't. I don't sell mods for that. That's for armor. Speed grip and barrel. It's not what I want though. Unfortunately. Also doesn't sell liquid.
Oh,
What do you-
I almost... What?
What do you sell?
Coming right up.
Okay, that's not a bad drink. That's a good drink. I could probably buy this. That too. Okay. So last place we haven't been is the barber shop. I think. Yeah, because we've been... Where were you?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's got symptoms of something. You're saying it's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
I get it. You need someone to smuggle your medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
The plot thickens. Oh, these are the wanted posters. I mean, I already got those quests, but that's interesting.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Okay, let's go to the barber shop. Let's go to the barber shop.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
I cut my own hair. Nobody asked you. Can I steal here? Yes. Whoa, bro. Conrad, a receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirloom passed down his family or something. You're processing this body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We'll sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis. Huh. So, Phyllis, huh? Interesting.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Hey, Sky, that's a very good question, to which I don't have an answer. I put it on there. Then I realized that it wasn't what I was thinking it was. Like a 6 times scope is way too far. and now I'm stuck with it. Apparently, you can't remove it. So, yeah, that's why. So now I'm stuck with that thing. I'm kind of hoping to find another place that sells another kind of scope, a different one, maybe like a like a laser sight or something, so I can just like remove it and like override that slot with something else. But it seems so far like I can't just remove it. Relax, I'm clean.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Prepare my remains for what?
Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
I've got some questions for you.
Go ahead.
You seem pretty enthusiastic about this place.
Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
What do you know about this plague?
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
What are the symptoms?
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
What you're describing sounds a lot like flu.
Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol.
What? Okay, why don't you treat all your workers?
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
Whose idea was that?
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
Silas, let me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
That's some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition.
Thank you, no. I despise the serials. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on. Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Why don't you just give Silas an IOU?
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
Yeah. What about Eugene's gold teeth?
You know about Eugene? How?
I'm a mind reader.
You were probably poking around my things. I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
They were probably worth a few bits.
More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
Are you sure about this?
I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
I'm told Eugene killed himself. What happened?
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
So the town never had to pay a penalty.
We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Okay. Interesting. Where did he get that much, that much drug though? Like he got a lot of it. That means if his pockets were full.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Oh, there's a sick house. We've never been here. Okay.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me.
Seen. Why not?
Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk.
Why? What's going on?
Figured it was obvious. I got sick. Couldn't get better on my own. Got moved here for everyone's sake. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got.
I got some training. I could take a look at you.
Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble.
You obviously need help.
That's kind of you to say, I suppose. But I don't need help. What I need is to understand my own folly.
You pardon me?
He always tells us, weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work.
Pardon me? That's ridiculous. You can't blame yourself because you felt sick.
I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
I got some adrenatime. It's yours if you want.
You've got adrenatime? How? No, I don't want to know. Could be you stole it. Could be you're trying to test me. See if I'm gonna violate company policy.
I don't work
I'm
here.
a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
Oh my god, this town, dude. I don't even work here. Like, I'm not testing anybody, man. Oh, these are like... That's just fucking nasty, man. Okay, that guy's dead. I wish the game would tell you if you're being seen or not.
Put him down!
What?
Got one down! Waste of company ammo!
Oh, they're shooting the Sprat. Okay. I was like, how? What's going on there? guys are completely dead.
That's a... I just earned a fine bonus!
That guy is way intense, man. Okay, there's nothing else here. There's some salt tuna over there, but I don't want it. Okay, well, I mean, I guess that's it. I guess we seen all we wanted to see. Now it's a matter of going back to the church. You gotta turn in that quest.
Another day at the cannery.
Resident. I was hoping for like another named dude. I guess it's not any.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
I got your book right here.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French.
I can read French.
It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
You didn't want that book to keep others from reading it. You just wanted it for yourself.
Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
What do you think the book held the secrets you were looking for?
Bokonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
What's a philosophist?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bokonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
A vicar searching for a banned book sets a bad example, doesn't it? Yeah.
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bokonu journal. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Could be a beneficial arrangement. You need a ride out of town. I wouldn't mind a ship hand.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
That all part of your vicar training?
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my penitentiary term. Left many an opponent bleeding in the prison yard.
Oh, even a vicar? Because you aren't sounding very vicarly right now.
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Yeah! TNL makes the best gear for your friends and family. Companion perks. Your companion has leveled up and can be granted a new perk. Go to the companion page in your ledger, select the perk button to see the available perks. Okay. Oh, and I level up too! Nice! Okay, so unfortunately, we're probably going to need more of this again. Until we reach 50. At which point, we'll be kind of fine, I think. Yeah. Level 5, no perk. That's fine. No. Apply. E. Pavetti. You have a perk. More health. More threat generated. No. Less threat generated. Increase my engineering skill when she's in the party. Interesting. Huh. How do your companion perk work? She gets one per row, it seems. But this one leads to that one, which leads to that one. I'm assuming this perk here probably doesn't work in this difficulty level. Meaning that I probably could avoid using it. I mean, honestly, so far, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. There's 3 interesting ones in that row alone. Here in this one, that one for sure. That one. Maybe this one, kinda. I don't care. Nah, that's fine. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting too. Not that great. Maybe. Man, should I go with the 10 and